Hello YouTube! Yet again it's time for another review, and this time Saleae, the logic analyzer company, has sent me their latest unit, the Logic Pro 16 unit, which is from their latest family of logic analyzers. Their logic analyzer family, the latest one, which they've been updating, now consists of 4 different products in different price range and also performance wise. This is the largest one from their latest family, but you can also get all the way down to 4-channel logic analyzer with 12 megasamples, which has one multi-purpose input, both analog and digital, and 3 digitals. And the next one in their series is a simple and easy to use Logic 8 with 8 channels, multi-purpose channels, but with a minimalized bandwidth compared to their Pro families, which consists of 2 different products, the Logic Pro 8 and the Logic Pro 16. The only difference is the number of channels. Either you have 8 channels or you have 16 channels. But both of the units are multi-purpose inputs, so both analog and digital, and they have a 500 megasamples per second bandwidth on the digital side and a 50 megasamples per second on the analog side. So a great multi-purpose product. But for this video I'll be doing an unboxing of this Logic Pro 16, and for the following videos we will be going into the details of what a logic analyzer is and what makes the Saleae logic analyzer family a great tool, especially combined with their well-performing software with many features. So this unboxing video will just be one of many to follow, and we will also be comparing this Saleae Logic Pro 16 to some of the other logic analyzers that I've been using and reviewing. But for now, let's open up this product and see what's inside. So at first glance we have the casing itself. It's a sort of soft rubber casing which encloses their product. Saleae is proud to always present their products in these kinds of enclosures. When we open up, we'll see that it comes with a USB cable. This new product, due to the high bandwidth, also comes with a USB 3.0 cable. So it's the new type of micro USB cable for 3.0 ports. And then in the box we of course have the Logic Pro 16 unit. We'll take a look on that in a minute. We have a huge number of test clips, a total of 32 test clips, and you might be wondering why there's 32, and that, well, I'll also come back to that in a minute. Then finally we have the cables, of course, the test cables, which is in my opinion also of a rather good quality. They connect into normal male pin headers with this Molex type of connector in the end, but of course you can also connect them to the test clips that comes with the product. So that's about it for the content. Oh, I can see there is a small note. What does that say? Thank you for your awesomeness, and then we have some getting started information. So a rocked enclosure that just fits everything that we need for this logic analyzer to get going. So let's put that aside and take a closer look at the unit itself. So, time to update, it says, because for this logic analyzer unit it contains a random number of different components inside, of course for the analog and digital inputs, but also for the processing unit itself. It's an FPGA that is updatable through USB. So now it says time to update, and that's most likely because they provided a newer firmware version for the unit itself. Let's take it out of the enclosure, or the bag. The great thing about these Saleae units are the enclosure of the product itself. Not just the bag it comes in, but the enclosure of the unit itself is made of aluminum, and it makes it feel rocked and solid, and also of high quality as well. The size of this unit is rather big compared to a lot of the other logic analyzers that I've been using. Also, their Logic 8 is I would say a quarter of this size, so it's a bit more handy than this. This one is rather big. On the back we have the writing of the individual channels. Up here you'll see the writing of the channels. And then of course we have all the input channels grouped into these 4 sections. In these holes you would see that there is actually 8 pins, though only 4 channels in each grouping. And the reason for this is a changed way of connecting your things, that they have now allowed individual ground pins, which makes it a total of 32 pins here, because each channel has a separate ground pin. For the connectors that matches up into these channels, they of course also contains all these ground pins, and they are individually labeled. So we have 8 pins per grouping, which has 4 channels with color codes. I'll get them here. And on the ends of these are the channel numbers. So if you connect it up right into the right port of the Saleae Logic Analyzer, these numbers will match up with the software. And then the rest of the cables are for grounding, which makes a better shielded connection, especially now because this Logic Analyzer family has become multi-signal purposed. It's great for shielding the analog signals, so the high-speed digital signals won't influence your analog readings, as these high-frequency measurements can introduce noise into the different wires. So having the possibility of using an extra shielding and ground wire will most probably limit the amount of noise that you will see induced into your different signals. So for the test clips, let's open up a bag and take a look at these. The test clips are as normally. These comes with 2 dual input. Not that you can use them for dual input, but you can connect it up to 2 wires if you like. They feel alright, though it's difficult to say about the quality before actually testing them. Test clips comes in many different varieties of especially quality, where you can get those that almost snap off immediately and doesn't hold on tight to the connector or wire, and then you can have them that connects very easily and just fits onto the wire always. So that would have to come up to a test, which will be done in another video. Let's see how they mate up with the cable itself. If they are snug and tight. Yeah, this feels alright. They go into quite well and also hold on relatively tight. It's not that they either are too tight or come off too loose. That can be a problem with these test clamps, that they doesn't connect to the wires properly. It also comes down to the quality of the wires, and these feel relatively thick, and also with some reasonably good rubber type. You can have these very cheap female to female jumper wires from eBay or AliExpress, which might come off loose in one end very easy, or the connection will break eventually, but these feel quite good. So let's see how this one snaps into the Saleae unit itself. I can see on these wires that this is channel number 13, so by looking at that, this means that this cable grouping is for the last group, saying 13, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So let's put that into there. And there we go. We are ready to do some measurements. So that's about it for this unboxing video of the new Saleae Logic Pro 16. I will make another video soon showing the software of Saleae and getting this unit up and running, together with an FPGA test application, so we can benchmark the thing as well. Thank you for watching.